So hello everyone, we will be discussing about auditing database system. The opening section in this chapter describes flat file data management, which is used in many older systems that are still in operation. I will be discussing about this later on. The second section describes the key functions and defining features of three common database models: the hierarchical, the network, and the relational models. The third section examines the role of database technology in the distributed environment. This will be discussed thoroughly later on by the other reporters. Management approaches. So, data management approaches are approaches used by businesses and organizations to manage the information of their system. So, business organizations follow either or both of general approaches to data management, and that is the flat file model and database model. So, let's first discuss flat file approach. A flat file database is a simple database that stores all data in a single table in one file. A flat file database can be stored in a text file, such as a spreadsheet, or in a database file that contains one or more unrelated tables. So, yung flat file approach, isa siyang traditional and primitive kind of approach na na-implement in the years 70s through 80s. So, ginagamit yun ng mga panahon na yun to manage the data of their businesses. So, this approach is focused in a single user data management. So, ibig sabihin, isang user lang. A flat file approach is most often associated with so-called legacy system. A legacy system is outdated computing software and or hardware that is still in use. So, ayun nga, yung legacy system, isa siyang makalumang computer system na ginagamit pa rin hanggang ngayon. So, this is a model of flat file approach. So, isa siyang collection of data which is nakastore in rows or columns sa isang file. So, isa siyang text katulad nito. Listahan siya ng mga names, addresses, and numbers ng mga customers. So, isa siyang example ng flat file database. So, another example is ito. Isa siyang Excel document containing a table. Parehas lang silang dalawa. Parehas lang silang naglalaman ng listahan ng information sa iisang file. So, that is the examples or a model of flat file approach. So, this is another flat file model. The replication of the same data in multiple files is called data redundancy. So, what is data redundancy? Paulit-ulit na files or data. So, as you can see here sa figure 4.1, so, yung users, accounting, marketing, product, services, meron silang pare-parehas na files, which is the customer's data. So, meron sa accounting, meron sa marketing, and also meron sa product services. Meron ding sales invoice sa accounting and marketing. So, let's explain it. So, the accounting needs customer sales data na naka-organized by accounts number and structured to show outstanding balances. So, ginagamit siya for customer billing, accounts receivable, maintenance, and financial statement preparation. So, sa marketing naman, kailangan naman nila ng customer data na naka-organize sa demographic keys for in use in targeting new product promotions and for selling products upgrades. So, sa product services naman, kailangan naman nila ng customer data na naka-organize by products and structured to show scheduled service dates. So, ginagagamitin yung information na yon for making after-sales contacts with customers to schedule preventive maintenance and to solicit sales of service agreements. So, as you can see, if you notice, pare-pares lang siyang customers data pero magkakaiba ng usage. So, kahit na magkakaiba sila ng usage, iisa pa rin sila ng datas na nakalagay doon. So, in a way, hindi naman talaga yun dapat. So, that is why it is called data redundancy. So, another example ng data redundancy is ito. As you can see here, meron ditong parehas na students, si Hargrave and si Head, tatlo dyan. Magkakaiba lang sila ng course name tsaka lecturer's number. Pero actually, dapat iisa na lang yan. Parang meron lang talagang exception dito. So, yun nga. That is what you call data redundancy. So, ulitin ko lang, flat file model, isa siyang traditional approach na na-implement sa year 70 to 80. So, ginagamit siya ng mga panahon na yun for managing the data of their businesses. So, again, tatandaan, this approach is focused on a single user data management. So, yun nga. However, there are a lot of flaws or problems na nakikita sa flat file model. And that is the data storage, data updating, currency of information, and task data dependency. So, let's discuss it one by one. So, first is data storage. Creates excessive storage costs of paper, documents, and or magnetic form. So, dahil nga itong approach na to is built for a single use, so every data made and saved for a particular file is done per user. So, balik tayo sa una. So, ayan, sabi ko nga, pare-parehas lang talaga yan. Magkakaiba lang ng usages or yan, ng usages. So, dahil nga sa maraming files na magkakaparehas naman, mas lumalaki yung storage na nata-take up ni flat file approach. So, ayun, nagre-require talaga siya, tsaka nagko-consume talaga siya ng mas maraming data storage. So, let's move on to data updating. Any changes or additions must be performed multiple times. So, since nga na yung files are created and saved per user, so pag nag-update ka ng information, dapat ginagawa din yun per user. So, balik tayo sa una. Now, for example, si customer nagpalit ng address. So, si accounting, kailangan papalitan niyo yung address ng customer na yun as well as yung marketing and product services. So, manual nila yung, hindi naman manual, pero isa-isa talaga sila magpapalit ng data. Okay. So, currency of information, potential problem of failing to update all affected files. So, sabi ko nga kanina, kailangan isa-isa silang magpapalit ng information or mag-a-update. So, dahil nga yung data update are not done simultaneously, merong possibility na yung ibang files hindi maging updated. Sorry. So, hindi lahat magkakaroon ng current and updated information. So, for example nga, nagpalit ng address si customer, pwedeng si product services hindi niya na-update. Pwedeng itong dalawa lang na to yung nakapag-update. So, hindi lahat merong updated or current na information. Task data dependency. User's inability to obtain additional information as his or her needs change. So, lastly, yun nga, due to lack in updated data or information, pagdating sa mga decision making, kung alin lang yung meron kang information, dun ka lang magre-rely. So, for example nga, nagpalit si customer ng address, no? For example, si product services magpapadala ng order or magpapadala ng advance order. Nagpalit na siya ng address, yung customer. Si accounting and marketing lang yung nakapagpalit ng current information ni customer. So, silang dalawa lang yung updated. Si product services, magre-rely lang siya sa information na meron siya. So, pag nangyari yun, it will be a bigger problem. Okay, so now, let's move on to database approach. The main component of the database approach is the database management system. It is the answer to the limitations manifested by the flat file approach. The database approach is an improvement on the shared file solution as the use of a database management system. It provides facilities for data security and integrity and allows simultaneous access to data by a number of different users. So, si database approach, isa siyang modern approach where lahat ng users meron na silang access sa mga data depende sa level ng security na binigay sa kanila o level ng authorities rather na binigay sa kanila. So, it's safe to say na si database approach isa siyang parang improved approach ng flat file. So, itong approach na to, this is very convenient and efficient sa mga employees. Kasi, yung mga problems ni flat file, na-eliminate niya. So, yun. The universal access to a data makes updating easier and current. The organizations can also save in data storage because one file is already enough to be created and yet accessed by multiple users. So, ayun nga. So, let's move on here. Ayan, so ayun nga, yung mga files or data ng customer, nasa iisang database na lang siya. So, yung accounting, ang makikita niya na customer sales, yung depende lang kung ano yung parang um, level of authority na pinapa-access sa kanya. So, that is with the help of the BMS. So, si marketing, kailangan niya yung historic demographic orientation. Yun lang yung mag-review niya, pero sa iisang database na lang siya. Okay, so let's move on why database is better. Okay, database approach. Elimination of data storage problems. Each data element is stored only once, thereby eliminating data redundancy and reducing data collection and storage cost. So, sinabi ko nga kanina, 'di ba, na yung data storage is sa flat file is for single use lang siya. So, every data made and saved for a particular file is done per user. So, mas nagre-require talaga siya ng malaking storage. So, dahil nga sa kay database approach, iisang file na lang siya para bang ah iisang file or iisang database na lang siya. So, mas makakatipid sa data storage. Nawawala niya din yung yung data redundancy. Elimination of data update problems. Because each data element exists in only one place, it requires only a single update procedure. This reduces the time and cost of keeping the database current. So, di ba sinabi ko nga kanina, sa flat file approach, pag mag-update ka ng data ng isang customer, dapat lahat ng users mag-update. Sa database approach naman, hindi na yon. Isang update na lang yung kailangan. So, for example, si DBMS, nag-update siya ng address ng isang customer. Sa lahat ng users, si accounting, si marketing, tsaka si product services, ma-update na yon. So, hindi na kailangan ng multiple updates pa yung gagawin. Elimination of currency problem. A single change to a database attribute is automatically made available to all users of the attributes. So, yun nga, yung currency of information, sabi ko nga kanina, sa flat file approach, may possibility na may isang file na hindi pa updated. So, dahil nga yung database, na-eliminate niya na yung data update problem, mawawala na din yung chance na may isang user na hindi pa updated yung file or yung data nila. So, dahil nga single update procedure na lang yung ginagawa, lahat ng files, lahat ng data, pag nag-update, lahat yun, ma-update. Elimination of task data dependency problem. The most striking difference between the database model and the flat file model is the pooling of the data into a common database that is shared by all organizational users. With access to the full domain of entity data, changes in users' information needs can be satisfied without obtaining additional private datasets. So let's have an example here. So para maintindihan natin lalo. So for example nga, si customer, nagpalit siya ng address. So, dahil nga na-eliminate na database approach yung update problem, hindi mo na kailangan mag-worry kung tama ba yung update na nasa iyo. So, kung magpapadala ka ng product, parang hindi ka na magsi-second thought na, tama ba yung address na to o baka lumipat na sila. So, ayun, yun. Hindi ka na you will give your full trust o yung dependency mo sa data na yun kasi accurate na siya, current and updated too. So that is all of my report. Thank you.